I am in Cape Coast in the central region of Ghana. I'm about to have a late lunch. I thought I would do a quick live while I'm waiting for my food to arrive. It is a spectacularly beautiful day. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I wanted to go into town and capture a lot of content, but because I have to work this evening for the Panafest Reverential Night, I have to rest a bit. So I'm just going to eat, relax a bit, and then head over to the Cape Coast Castle Dungeons for the Reverential Night for Panafest. Panafest is a Pan African festival that's been happening since the 1990s, and it is a festival that happens every 2 years. And it is something that has historically attracted a lot of people from the diaspora communities. And there's a lot of, I mean, there's not as much as there was in 2 years ago when the last Panafest was. Of course, the last Panafest happened during the year of return, so there were already a lot of people who were here in town for the festival. So this year, there's less people who've come than before because of the pandemic. So there's less people traveling as a result of the pandemic. Travel is not as simple as it was. Oh, excuse me. I just got my tea. This spoon is dirty. Effie, the spoon. Thank you. So yeah, so I'm sitting here and I'm about to have some tea because I'm feeling under the weather. So I'm having some green tea. I wish they had honey. They only have sugar. I'm gonna ask him if they have honey when he comes back. Anyway, so Panafest. There are some diasporans here. I've met quite a number of people from the African American community, some people from the Caribbean who have come to Ghana for the festival. It was more low key than it was during 2019. 2019, they had a massive event with lots of chiefs and queen mothers from not only the central region, but from other parts of the country. This time around, yesterday, I did a quick live stream of the introduction before the event. That was the mini Durbar. So there were a few chiefs and queen mothers who came together at the Paramount Chief of Cape Coast Palace. And there was some drumming and dancing and some performances and some people speaking. So that was yesterday, and then today is going to be the Reverential Night. So Reverential Night is the night before Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day is August 1st, marking the day when the British government officially abolished slavery. They officially abolished it, but it doesn't mean it wasn't still happening. But in any case, it is a day that is commemorated every year in different countries around the world. So Ghana was the first African country to commemorate Emancipation Day. And so with that being said, Emancipation Day is going to be celebrated with the Reverential Night. And so with Reverential Night, there are it's a ceremony where the Paramount Chief actually comes as well. And we have people from the diaspora, people from Ghana, and everybody dresses in white, and there's a candlelight vigil that happens where we go into the slave dungeons, and then there's libations, there's prayers, there's remembrance of the people and the struggle they went through. And then on the ground of the Cape Coast Castle Dungeons building, they have performances, theatrical performances, reenactments. Performers will be singing, dancers, so it's in celebration of the resilience of the African spirit, despite all of the harsh things that they went through at the time. The people remained resilient, and as today, the people also remain resilient with all of the things that Black Africans on the continent and Africans in the diaspora, people from the diaspora community, people of African descent, still experience a lot of atrocities simply because of their race. So that'll be this evening. And with me feeling a little under the weather, as I said in the beginning, I am relaxing a bit and having something to eat at this hotel. Just want to show you the view on the patio where I'm sitting here in Cape Coast, about to have my late lunch because it is after 3 o'clock. I should have ate sooner, but I was resting, and um, I was also transferring files. I was transferring files from my phone to my laptop because it fills up quickly. I have like it's 256 megabytes, say 256 gigabyte phone, but it fills up very, very quickly with all of the things that I do. So I am here about to have this tea and rest a bit and have lunch. So I hope the food is good. Um, and I want to thank everybody who has joined this live stream. Let me just go through who's here. Um, I see Fituwari Fitness. Thanks for joining. Sources TV, thank you for joining. Fituwari Fitness says, under the weather and still fine as ever. Thank you. Sources TV is asking if I'm going to show it live. I'm working for Beyond the Return, Year of Return / Ghana Tourism Authority, so I won't be streaming it on my channel. It is going to be shown on the Ghana Tourism Authority platforms, so you'd have to go over there to check it out. I might have some quick clips I do in between of doing things, but I am there working for them, so I won't be able to be streaming live from my page. But I just wanted to let people know, because I do know that there's people who follow my channel who are actually in too and may want information about things they want to do this evening. Cosmic Coils just joined. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining this live stream. As I sit here preparing my tea to have a quick lunch before I go and rest for this evening's activities. So anyone have any questions or comments? I just wanted to be here for any questions or comments about anything, and then let people know that a lot of times people are asking about, I'm just pouring my water to do this tea. People are always asking me questions about, events, things going on in Ghana. You can always follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is simply Ivy Prosper, so it's my name, just like my channel. So you go to my Instagram page and you can see stuff there that I post. I post my experiences in Ghana there as well, and sometimes I post events in my stories, so you can keep up to date on things that are happening in Ghana. And then sometimes people have events that they're doing and I'll post it. Sometimes people ask me questions about it, but if I post something that is someone else's event, I don't always have all the details, so it's always good to grab the information off of the flyer if you're interested in that particular event. So everyone who's here, thanks for joining. It is Saturday, July 31st. Can you believe that July is almost over? Like, it's so hard to believe that we're more than halfway through 2021. It felt like we skipped 2020 entirely. And I mean, I'm saying skipped because of everything that was happening last year. But 2021 has been going so fast. I can't believe how quickly we are into halfway through the year, more than halfway through the year. I hope everybody's doing okay today. I always enjoy when I get a chance to meet some of my subscribers, and yesterday I got to meet a couple of people who approached me that they watch my channel, more than a couple of people actually who watch my channel, and I really appreciate all of you. So I thank everyone who takes the time out to watch my content, and I appreciate all of the feedback that people give as well. So here in the central region, it is, for those who are not familiar, the central region tends to be, particularly along the coast, the Fanti people. The Fanti people had a lot more of the interactions with people during the transatlantic slave trade. There were some who befriended them. There were some who intermarried. So a lot of people you may see who come from the central region, or you may meet, have last names that are not Ghanaian last names. And it is a result of families who either had children with a British person, or because they worked for that person. Maybe that person gave them their name. So you have names of people in Ghana from the central region that are British sounding names. Names like Duncan, Fry. You hear a lot of. I met some people who are Cochrane. Um, there are oh, what is the other one? Mills. Former President Mills in Ghana. His name was Mills. So there's those names that give you a little bit of history as to some of the connectivity between the British who were here, and then there's some people who have Danish names in like the Greater Accra area. You have the Gans, so like Osu Castle, which was also a fort slash dungeon that was used to house captured Africans in Accra. That one was the Danish. So there are some people who are in Osu who have Danish or last names because of that connection with the Danes when they were there. So there's so much. You have the people who they were taken away, um, who ended up with British names like Williams, Smith, Brown, and then you have the people here who were left behind and the colonization that happened. So you see that there's different effects that happen in Ghana and other African countries than what you see in the Americas. But at the end of the day, there is still some kind of ramifications of what's happened with Black people as a result of some of these situations. So Central Region, I didn't. Okay, I paused because I saw that the internet was disconnecting. So last night was a vibe. There's a place called, what was it called? The Savannah or the Sahara? I think it was the Sahara. And it's a nightclub slash restaurant. And that place was just popping, like seriously, popping. There were so many people there. I could not believe it. I was like, is this Cape Coast? I didn't know Cape Coast had this kind of vibe. Like people were having a good time. The DJs playing great music. They have food and drink, and it was just they have a big outdoor area, and then it was a two-level place. But everybody was up on the top level, and yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is cool. This is cool. So if you go to Cape Coast and you spend the night and you're looking for a place to go and have a good time, have some food and drink, and hear a vibe DJ, the club is called the Sahara, and you'll have a good time. I guess all of the taxi drivers and stuff know where it is, so you can easily find it and get there and have a good time. So Cape Coast is a vibe, got its own vibe. But then it's a lot slower than Accra. It's a lot slower pace. People are more chill. So there's less crowds. So if you're deciding that you want to live in this kind of area, it is very quiet compared to Accra. And you don't find as much traffic the way you see in the greater Accra area. So if that's something you want, it's an option of a place that you can stay or visit if you're looking for another place to visit. Let's see who else is here. Cosmic says, nice head wrap. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope everybody's good today, and that you check in with yourself when it comes to, it's the middle of the year, past the middle of the year, what your goals were. What are your goals for the year? Have you reached? I know in January everybody's like on fire for what they want to do, and so now I want to know, have you thought about your goals? What are you going to do? How are you going to continue to do the things that you have to do to make it the rest of the year, even though the year is almost half over? Okay, so I have more comments here. Famisa16 says, hi sis, how you doing? I'm good. I'm just a little under the weather, but other than that, I'm okay. Hello, everyone. Show us the freeway sometime. Cosmic Coil says, show us the freeway sometime. Oh, like when I'm driving, like when I'm on the road, you want to see the roads? You want to see the bad roads? You want to see the good roads? Well, right now I'm just sitting and eating. I'm sitting and about to eat. For those of you who missed it, this is my view from where I'm sitting. This is my view to eat my lunch. So let me see. Let me go back to the comments because I know that with the screen freezing, my internet is freezing on my side, so I'm not seeing everything. So let me try and scroll back and see if there's anything that I missed. Sources TV says Midase, thank you. Um, Cosmic Code, oh, you shared your IG, kind sister on IG, thank you. Joseph Smith says, thank you for sharing Ghana with the world. Keep the videos coming. Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Gold's YouTube channel, watching from Canada. Hey, how are you? I can't wait to see you when I finally get back to Canada. So, um, friendship, I've known her for like, I don't know how long, since we were like teenagers, since we were like 16, 17 years old. So, yes, Madame, Mrs. Gold. I will hopefully see you. I'm hoping I can get to Canada before the end of the year. If not, it would be January. So, and people think I'm crazy to even think about January because January is winter and it's like the coldest month. So why go back in January when I should go back in the summertime? But with the way this pandemic is, I'm not like in a hurry because I want things to calm down a little bit. Now, people will say, why am I drinking tea in the heat? But I find tea to be soothing. It's calming, especially when I'm not feeling that great. Okay, Cosmic Coil says, always thumbs up on your live. Thank you. I was adopted. You were adopted. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, you must really have a story. Stella Chanelli, hey, how are you? Are you still in Kenya? Loving your Kenya vibes. Kenya is one of my favorite places. When I went there a few years ago, oh, I loved it. But a lot of Ghanaians who go there don't like the food. They say the food is too bland. I remember one guy we traveled with kept saying, "Where's the pepper? Where's the pepper?" So but I love Kenya. I like some of their foods that have like the Indian influence too. And we had food from there was a Nubian family that I got a chance to get food from in Kenya, in Nairobi. They were actually in the area called Kibra. Well, some people say Kibera, but she was saying we're supposed to say Kibra. That's what she was saying. So anyway, we got to try some really good food, and it was different than the normal Kenyan cooking because it had different flavor. Now, the Nubian people in Kenya are descendants of I believe it's the Sudanese and the South Sudanese who, like over 100 years ago, fought with Kenya for the British, because Kenya was once a British colony as well. So, okay, Cosmic Coil says, yes, all the roads while driving. Okay, so you want to see all the roads while I'm driving. One of the challenges, because I don't have my own car, I'm usually using Ubers, is that Uber or Bolt. Bolt is similar to the way Uber operates for those who don't know it, is that they have a mandate that we're supposed to be wearing our masks. And so sometimes when you take your mask off to do your videos, because it's just easier to talk when you don't have the mask on, there are some drivers who complain. I mean, we are supposed to be following the guidelines. So I do my best to be as respectful as possible. That's the main reason. But I certainly can show you. So what I do is I ask the driver how they feel, open the windows, make sure that air is flowing through if I'm going to do that. So I will look at doing videos from when I'm driving around and show you. Priscilla Sarpong is watching from Massachusetts. Thanks for watching. I have family in Massachusetts. I have family in Massachusetts. I'm not going to name where, but I do have family in Massachusetts. Mr. and Mrs. Gold says, how far in Kenya? In Kenya, I went to Nairobi, and I went to a village, and it's escaping me right now, but it was a Maasai village that I went to, and it was a really interesting experience. I was working on a documentary series at the time. I was a producer of the episodes that we filmed in Kenya, and it was a really good experience being at the Maasai village because we learned a lot from them. And that was when I discovered that the Maasai people drink blood. They drink blood from the goat they slaughter. And it was just like, wow, this is not what I expected. But they believe, at least according to the man we spoke to, said that they believe that it gives them strength. So they also use the blood of the goat to cook a stew, and yeah, so, and the way that they cooked the goat, if any of you follow any of Wadamaya's videos, he recently posted a video from the Himba village where they simply boiled the meat and they didn't add anything to it. So it was similar to process where they just boiled the meat. Um, but they did add a little bit of salt to it, and that was it. There was no seasoning, no nothing. They just boiled the meat. Personally, I didn't find it appealing, but that's what they like, and that's what they've been doing for years. So, respect to them for what their preferences are. But I did not find just boiled meat with only a little bit of salt to be enjoyable. So, but the culture and learning about everything they do and why they do it, it was just really fascinating. So the documentary I produced a couple of episodes that were filmed in Kenya. The series we were hoping would get picked up and get more funding, but we didn't get more funding to continue the series. There was 5 episodes that we shot of that series in Ghana, in Kenya, and then some in Zambia. But I didn't film the ones in Zambia. I just was involved with Ghana and Kenya. So maybe one of these days I'll be given permission to be able to post those videos on my page, but right now the content does not belong to me. So someone else has the exclusive rights of it and decides where it is seen. So hopefully I'll be able to show that one day, and then you can see it. So anyway, I've been on here 20 minutes now. My food, I'm still waiting for my food. Still waiting for my food. Let's see. Cosmic Quote says, yes, blood pudding is eaten in Grenada as well as cow blood. Interesting. And then Priscilla Sarpong says, I'm in Worcester, Massachusetts. I bet your family must be here. Lots of Ghanaians. Ghana Playlist says, love you, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Eldest San says, I hope I sang your name correctly. Yes, the Ghana flag one is called Chim. The Ghana one is called Chim. Okay. Lizzie Biddy says, yes, and some Zulus cook the blood, and when it coagulates, they eat it. You know what? They did that in this village as well. They cooked the blood as well and used that as like a stew to have with the boiled meat. So they did something similar as well. Mr. and Mrs. Gold says, Netflix. Yeah, I know that the person who owns the content, it has come up to approach Netflix, so we'll see where it goes. It would be awesome if it did get to Netflix. It really would be awesome to get to Netflix. So having been a producer on the show, it would be fantastic. I would be so thrilled. So I'm gonna go and give the owner of the content a nudge and see how far things are going with that, because I would love for other people to see the content that we did when we went to Kenya, as well as the content that was done in Ghana and Zambia. It was so the Zambia episode I didn't get to go, but the Zambian chef ended up coming to Ghana, and we did an event where we screened an episode of the show, and a couple of episodes of the show was at a private screening, and the chef came and she cooked some of the dishes that are popular in Zambia. And one of the foods that's popular in Zambia is caterpillar. So they dry caterpillar, or they cook it with like how you would cook vegetables, you might cook it with something. And so I was hesitant, but I actually tried the caterpillar. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but I don't know that I would do it again. I'm going to look for the video. I have a short clip of when I tasted it. I'll put it up in one of my YouTube short videos so that you can see when I tried the caterpillar. It's just so interesting to see how everybody eats different things in different parts of the world, and how what may be strange to one person is a delicacy to another. So, and we all have to learn to be respectful of whatever it is that people are having in other places. Rita Edwards says, Rita watching from Florida. Hi, Rita. Today I am sitting in Cape Coast. For those of you who are joining, I am Cape Coast, the central region of Ghana. We are here for the Panafest Foundation's biannual event, which is Panafest and Emancipation. So for Panafest, it's celebrating Pan-Africanism. There's been events happening all week. Yesterday there was a Durbar where chiefs and queen mothers came together. There was dancing, there was music, and the dancing and music, it was like Fanti culture. So the Fanti people are the people here in the central region of Ghana, and so a lot of their culture was in the music and in the dancing. So I'll post a video of a clip of that on my channel here too, so you can see, because I've posted the clips of the Ajwa dance, which is the Akan people do the Ajwa dance, and then I posted videos from the Volta region showing Ewe culture. So I'll post that video, which is the Fanti people here in the central region, just to see the things that they do. I mean, there's some similarities, but I mean, they all have different things that they do, and it's just nice to see what different people are doing. I can't wait until I get some free time to be able to go to some other areas and show you content from other areas where you can see more of the culture and the heritage across this country. And then eventually, within time, I'm hoping to do other parts of Africa. Mr. and Mrs. Gold says, hey, it's cool to try new things. Um, Yep. Yeah, it is cool to try new things, but sometimes trying those new things is very fearful. It's not an easy thing to do. So as I said, I am waiting for my lunch. I'm just going to do a quick scan again so you can all see where I'm sitting. I'm sitting here at this hotel in Cape Coast. This is the balcony I'm on. A lot of hotels are not as busy as they used to be because people aren't traveling because of COVID. So you come to some of these spaces and there's hardly any people here. You have like all of this space because this balcony should be like packed with people, but it's not. I'm the only one, but there's people inside. I guess people want air conditioning, but I want it to be out in the fresh air. Inside the hotel, you have to be, they social distance a little bit, and then you have to be wearing a mask inside. I came outside to get the fresh air. Yes. So I just wanted to do, I know I'm just kind of going all over the place today. Started talking about the Cape Coast vibe, and I'm sitting here having something to eat. I'm still waiting for my food to arrive, but I just wanted to say hi on this Saturday afternoon or morning or evening, depending on where you are in the world. For me, it is getting into the late part of the afternoon. The sun is shining brightly, and the air is fresh here in Cape Coast. One thing, I want to give you some tips before I close out. Tips when you're booking hotels to come to Ghana or when you're staying in hotels to come to Ghana. Keep in mind that most of the hotels in Ghana are like 2-star, 3-star, and a few 4-star, and the only 5-star hotels are in Accra. Everywhere else has 2 or 3 or 4, but it's mostly 2 and 3 stars, and then there are some 1-star hotels. And then there's what they call budget hotels. So the budget hotels are even below a 1-star hotel. So keep that in mind when you are booking hotels to come to Ghana. If it says budget, it is less than a 1-star hotel. Then you got the 1-star, you got the 2-star, the 3-star. And so keep in mind that, they don't always have all of the things that you're looking for. They may not have Wi-Fi. They may not have a gym. They may not have a business center when it's those 1, 2, and 3-star hotels. Okay, so the internet started to cut out. And so I stopped. So I was talking about things to look out for in hotels when you're coming to Ghana, because there's 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4 or 5. There's budget hotels, and so the last thing I was saying was most of them don't have gift shops. So if you forget things, you can't think, okay, I'm going to just go to the gift shop and pick up, the toothpaste or the toothbrush or whatever it may be. So it's a good idea that you really are consciously thinking when you pack stuff that you need for your trip, because very likely there's no gift shop for you to go and buy something. And if it's in a remote community, you may have challenges going to find things in certain places. So make sure that you make your lists. You make sure you pack everything that you need, just in case so you don't forget anything. Because even the hotel that I'm staying in here, there's no gift shop to buy stuff if you need something. So I just wanted to give you that quick tip, that a lot of these hotels don't have gift shops like they do in Europe or in North America. So keep that in mind. Anyway, as I said, I'm feeling under the weather, so I am going to stop the live video right now. and get ready for my food to arrive. And thank you everybody who's tuned in today. And to remind you that if you are in Ghana, you can attend the Panafest event that's happening this evening at the Cape Coast Castle Dungeons, honoring the ancestors, honoring people who went through the struggles there and in other places, the candlelight vigil. And also, during the daytime right now, I know there were some things happening at Cape Coast University. There were some youth things happening. If you are a person who is in Cape Coast and if you are part of the youth community and you're interested in learning, head over to Cape Coast Castle and you can go there and check out what's happening. Also, at the Center for National Culture, there are exhibitors there who are selling things all day. So you can head over there. And some people want this Beyond the Return T-shirt. I get people asking me for the Beyond the Return t-shirt. Someone from our team is there selling the t-shirts. So if you want to get one, you can head over there and buy yourself a Beyond the Return t-shirt. I think it's selling for 50 Ghana cities. So yeah, so if you're in Cape Coast and you want one, an authentic one, you can head over there and purchase one for yourself. If you're not in Cape Coast and you want the t-shirt, if you're in Accra and you want the t-shirt, come to our office. The Beyond the Return office is at the Accra Tourist Information Center, and then you can grab yours. So thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you next time.